Hi guys, welcome to Freaking Jeep. I've had a super busy day today, and I was filming a little bit of it. I mowed grass for about 2.5 to 3 hours because I was vacuuming. It takes a lot longer when you're doing that. I did the front of the yard. It just couldn't go another 2 days. We're supposed to get inch and a half of rain the next 2 days, so I'm just trying to get a video made so you guys can see something. Then I got to get back into wood splitting. I've been playing on the sawmill until some of that wood sells. I'm just run out of stickers, run out of covers, run out of, you don't understand that I don't have orders for it. So it just sits around. So you got to sticker it, store it, stack it, stuff it, cover it, all sorts of nonsense. So I want to get back into wood splitting. So I just came down here. Oh, I got another load of wood up at the top. I'll have to run up there and show you that too. It's chilly out here. It's Tuesday night. It's real cloudy, overcast. It's really not that late. It's only about 7 for me. That's not that late. But I got to move the wooden basket over to here and see if the old beast will start up, and go get some picaroons and that kind of stuff, and get the other. I have the Kubota down here. I'm going to switch over to the Toolcat because I can use the forks and switch over to the orange bucket. But then I got to find my picaroons to get some of this wood. That's the tree that I took down that you saw, that was the crash tree, and it's garbage on the inside, or garbage on the outside, but you can see there's it doesn't have too bad here. It's no rot, so that'll be a good log, and I'll saw them up maybe another day. I can get this stuff out. I have to have a spatula probably, or I can't think what I'm thinking of. Anyhow, there's some of that wood from that tree too. So anyhow, let me go get the stuff and then I'll be right back. I hope, if everything goes according to my worthless plans. I think I got everything covered up for the rain. I can't find, this has got that spot where you got to go. It should have been right there. Oh well, we'll be back in a little bit. Bye-bye. Well, I guess I'll see if the old fastest wood splitter on YouTube, or maybe second in line now. I don't know. Those all woods are pretty quick, pretty nice wood splitters, but I kind of like this setup. I have a table here, which I kind of recommend for just about everybody. If you got a big bucket, or I recommend going up to Tony's Cool Tools and look at their big buckets, or go up to Dan at Back 40 Firewood. He was just using his big bucket and didn't realize how much it holds. This one here is 77 inches wide. It's 36 inches deep, and most of the time I stack it up higher than this, but I just ain't got the oomph. Don't know if I'll even get the oomph anymore to do that. So I'm going to be working on filling that totes. I was going to be putting some in here, but the plastic's on top, so it's too hard to load it. I got one screw down here and one screw down there, and I just didn't bring the impact driver to do it. So we'll I think it's probably got a pretty good view of what's going on. Hope it'll start. I'm trying to get things done before it rains. I don't have any mittens, so I'm just kind of winging it. I cut that oak because it's pretty decent oak, and I watched Rick. Oh, wasps are getting around here. Let's see if this old beast will start. It always starts. Anyhow, I'll give you a second to, now that you've seen what I do, I don't know if it's good or bad. This one here is ready to fall off, so I'm going to take it off and put it in thing. I'm about ready to split one. It's probably it's at least a 20-incher. I don't know how long it is. I don't know if make sure you're still going. A lot of times I forget to turn the camera on. Now I'm going about quarter speed. Ain't got no speed left in me anymore, guys. And I only run the machine at about, it might be at halfway. Anyhow, think about it. If you're using your log lift and you have a tractor, every time you raise that up for one log or two logs or three logs, that's taking you a lot of time. I've raised all of them up in one time. That's why I like the table. Another reason I like the table, if you're using a log lift because you don't have a tractor and a big bucket and stuff like that, you got to go, your first log might be here, or you might have a whole pile of them piled up here. And every time you get the first row, then the second row is further away. Think about that. The second row is further away. So that's going to take you longer and longer. This thing here, I could put right over where the big ones are. I don't have to roll these monsters to the wood splitter or move the wood splitter to that. So I kind of recommend the old table thing. Did get one stuck in here. This is not a powerful wood splitter. It's a fast wood splitter. 95, maybe higher than that percentage of my wood, this thing will split. So why go out there and buy a splitter that's, you get it and it's slow, I don't know. Get a splitter for what you're going to use it for. Most of my stuff splits pretty good. And I want fast because it doesn't, this splitter doesn't kick down to low speed. It's a single stage thing. So I'm going to split this one, then I'm going to pull that one over. And another thing that I watch with a lot of those log lifts, nothing wrong with a log lift if that's what you got to have, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying if you got the ability to set this little setup up, might be something to think about. Okay, because I lost my train of thought. That's how quickly my brain crashes. Might come to it in a little bit. So we're going to start up. Oh, I know what I was saying. You got a log lift. You see a lot of people working like this way over there. My handle's right here nice and close. Okay, I push it back to go forward and forward to go back. That's a long story, but there's a lot of reasoning behind that, a lot of thinking behind that. Real quick, if I'm here, I just got to go like that. Okay, if I have one handle up there, I got to go up this direction, then change direction. That's a quarter of a second per stroke. Okay, you do 100 strokes maybe, and next thing you know, you lost 2 or 3 minutes. So, just a thought. Anyhow, we'll back at it, and then I'll get into that one. other thing, I don't usually split one in half and then bring it up and split two, because the wood splitter is so fast to line that up. I had a crappy cut on this side, and that's one thing that I don't like about multi-split wedges. Okay, you can get a lot of stuff that's not really the size you want. And the next thing that I want you to watch for is when I bring this log in and it splits. Okay, you watch the people with the big 4-way wedges or something like that. They go out in every different direction. So you got a log lift and you just rose a monster log up here. You don't have your table here. You hope that it's going to land on something over on that side, but most splitters don't have that. Okay, that big chunk, half of it, okay, you're too far away from it to control it. If you got a 4-way wedge, you can't get in there and, you know, use your belly. Okay, and if it goes on the floor, okay, it's worse than if it was full round, because when it's round, it'll roll. When it's got a flat on it, or it makes it into kind of like a can on a log, you can't roll it. Now, I guarantee you these things weigh, I bet they weigh 150 pounds. I don't know what size it is, but hopefully if I do this right, you know, I should have a little bit of control on it. And once it's in half, I can get, you know, the table's taking all the weight, so. Oh, it's still going, isn't it? What are we at here? We're gonna have a long wood splitting thing. That's good, because it's supposed to rain the next 2 days. So let's see if we can't pop this one in half. Button, there it is. Complete control. Now I can peel this off. thing that a lot of people don't do is they don't put their rack that they're stacking into, they put it 2 steps away, 3 steps away. That does not seem real good to me. Get it as close as you can. Now what I'm doing here, why it was taking so long, is because I'm starting to set up for the way I stack these totes, which is no other person on YouTube stacks their totes the way I do. I haven't seen anybody. If you don't have a tractor big enough, you got to have equipment big enough to do it. If you don't have equipment, then I can understand it completely. But if you got equipment big enough to stack those totes up, okay, that's a 275. I'm about ready to start putting the sides on there, cutting things to fit. So that's what's going on. I guess while we're here, we'll slide this one down. This is kind of a good, interesting video. Trying to think what else. Can't think of what else. Oh, I got a new cover for this thing, but that's not. I'm going to split these on video for tomorrow night, because this camera goes off in 30 minutes and we're at 26. It's kind of been longer than I think. It's like the old movies I used to make. Too daggone long. But I got quite a bit of wood, and I don't know, we're playing a half hour right now, but if I've been doing it and not paying attention and energetic and all that stuff, I can fill that totes in 20 minutes. Okay, with nice clean wood. Now I didn't come down here with enough wood, so stay tuned tomorrow and you'll see how, if you listen to any kind of nonsense this old geezer says. The table here, the top is 1-inch road plate. I didn't pay $20–30 for that, but you're talking a lot of years ago. The cast legs underneath it I paid $20 for, so I got $40 in that table. I'm getting ready to put another table together, I think, because I want to use my lickety log splitters a little bit more. If you've never seen those, that's what I designed this over. This wood splitter is over 50 years old now. The two of us. Anyhow, I'm going to knock this out and turn it right back on, so when you finish watching this, whenever I put it on, which will probably be after the rain, then the next night you're going to see what's coming up right after this. So we'll see you later now. Bye-bye.